Shalom. Want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWAH'S, Bahashim Rakak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me his truth, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. My name is Amu Gabar, back with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify and to feed the lambs of Yahawah Bahashim YAHAWAH'S through the Holy Spirit Rakak. Alright? Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson to the elect. And as you see in this picture right here, this photo is a comparison of, at the top, Hiroshima in Japan, all right, that took place. The United States bombed Japan in 1946, I believe, 1946, 1945. But and then at the bottom you have a photo of what just happened 2 days ago in Lebanon, all right, Beirut, all right, seaport city in Lebanon, and you see the comparison of the two bombs. All right, very, very similar, a lot of similarities. All right, only difference is the bomb that was dropped in Japan was a lot more bigger and deadlier than the bomb that was dropped in Lebanon. And I say the bomb that was dropped in Lebanon because we all know that was an attack. All right, we all know that. Even America's beloved president Donald Trump said that it was an attack. All right, so nevertheless, it's all spiritual. And show you that, nothing is done by coincidence, because today, August 6, 2020, just so happened to be the date and an anniversary of when those bombs actually was dropped. All right, today is August 6th. And it says here from the BBC News, Hiroshima bomb. Japan marks 75 years since nuclear attack. All right, August 6, 2020. It says, you see a picture of some older Japanese people, who were probably alive during this bombing. They were probably, babies, infants, toddlers. They look pretty old, so they could have been around during this time. So I'll read a little bit of it, get to the scriptures, and close out, Lord willing. It says, it says, bells have tolled in Hiroshima, Japan, to mark the 75th anniversary of the dropping of the world's first atomic bomb. But memorial events were scaled back this year because of the pandemic. On August 6, 1945, a U.S. bomber dropped a uranium bomb above the city, killing around 140,000 people. 3 days later, a second nuclear weapon was dropped on Nagasaki. 2 weeks later, Japan surrendered, ending World War II. Early on Thursday, Japan Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and the mayor of Hiroshima joined bomb survivors and descendants in the city's Peace Park. The park is usually packed with thousands of people for the anniversary, but attendance was significantly reduced this year, with chairs spaced apart and most attendees wearing masks. All right. It says a moment of silence was held at 8:15, the exact time the bomb was dropped in the city. On August 6, 1945, a single atomic bomb destroyed our city. Rumor at the time had it that nothing will grow for 75 years. Mayor Kazumi Matsu said, and yet Hiroshima recovered, becoming a symbol of peace. And that's all I'm going to read, all right? So today, August 6th, marks a 75-year anniversary, all right? And again, here you have a comparison photo of the attack in Japan and the attack over here at the bottom in Lebanon. And now let's go to the scriptures. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, that little beast, that other beast is talking about America. All right, America's that little beast. All right, and it had two horns like a lamb, and it spake as a dragon, because a lamb is a docile creature. All right, it's not known for being aggressive. It's a lowly creature. All right, a lamb is a humble creature. It's not aggressive. Okay. So America projects itself in that likeness, all right, that it's a docile or a humble creature, all right, as a lamb, all right, a humble little lamb. But then he spake as a dragon, because America speaks as a dragon, going back to that draconian laws that Esau be spewing, okay? that those austerity measures and draconian laws, okay, that dragon-like laws, because dragons are known for being aggressive, all right, aggressive creatures. You know, dragons are known for its fire, all right, for its rage, all right. So that little lamb, and he had two horns like a little lamb, all right. Them two horns represent his system, his Democratic and his Republican Party, all right. Which, you know, one is for the poor, one is for the rich. You know, he's portraying this thing as where he's for all the people, but really he's a dragon just ready to devour. All right. It says, and he exerciseth all of the power of the first beast before him, which that first beast before him is talking about the Roman Empire, because there's a lot of similarities between Rome and America. All right, just like, you know, I mentioned the Democratic and Republican Party. You had in Rome the plebeians and the patricians. All right, which is just like the Democratic and the Republican Party. One was for the poor and one was for the rich. All right. And there's lessons out there that brothers have done, apostles, elders, and brothers have done, going more into details on this. All right, so it says, and he causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right, the Roman Empire, whose deadly wound was healed, because America is a revived Roman Empire, the revived Roman Empire. All right, because that deadly wound was healed. All right, America is a revival Roman Empire. Now, it says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven on the earth in the sight of men. All right, that great wonder and making that fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men is talking about what happened in Japan. All right, that nuclear atomic weapon. All right, the bombs, you know, and there's going to be more bombs that are going to be shot by this man. All right, more ICBM missiles. All right, so he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven. This is a perfect example right here. All right, this was the war, or this war was ended, or Japan, you know, surrendered this war because of this. All right, and the whole world marveled at what happened during this time. All right, America was flexing their power. All right, like that dragon. You know, a dragon, he got that power. Dragon is known for their power. Well, America was displaying their power when they dropped that bomb. And that's exactly what happened down here. Because remember, Lebanon was they were pretty much revolting, man. A few months ago, they were burning down banks. All right, they were burning down banks because there was actually, at one point they had set a limit, a daily limit, a weekly limit on how much money people could withdraw from the bank, and that limit was $100. All right, that limit was $100. So people, Lebanon was revolting, man. They was doing a lot of shit last year, man. All right, and they were doing a lot of things last year, and here it is. You know, this is how Esau responds. All right, he doesn't know peace. He knows war. All right, he knows war, and this is how he responded to their revolt. All right, and this is how he responds to everybody who try to rise up against his system. All right, by bombing them. All right, and where in particular is bombed the seaport. All right, now that it's damaged, you know, it indicates that they won't be getting any imported things, man. You know, so hey, we'll see how it play out. Like I've been saying in the past few videos, we'll see how it play out. All right, but this is on a small level of things that are to come. All right. So it says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven on the earth in the sight of men, a missile. All right, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right, which is talking about, again, the revived Roman Empire. All right, now this goes into the mark of the beast. All right, which is the image of the beast, making the image to speak and to be made alive. All right, so let me go from there to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners? All right, they that see thee are going to look down upon thee. This is when Esau is brought out of rulership. They that look upon him are going to narrowly look upon him, meaning they're going to look at him smallly, all right, like very small and narrow, because Esau is going to be reduced to a lower state. Now, let me go real quick to the blue letter, right? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? When you look at the word tremble, is YAHAWAH'S, and it says tremble, quake, rage, quiver, be agitated, be excited, to be perturbed, to quake, be disquieted, to be excited, to be perturbed, to cause to quake, to disquiet, enrage, disturb, excite oneself. All right, that's tremble and shake. Ra'ash. All right, Ra'ash or Rayash. It says to quake, shake, Nepal, to become, to be made to quake, to cause spring to leap, or to spring or leap. All right. So it's saying the same thing. Is this the man? Esau is that man, all right? He causes the earth to shake, literally, man. You know, he's the one that did shake the kingdoms, that shake all these different places, all right? Now it says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners. How did he destroy the world, made the world as a wilderness? When he dropping these nukes, all right? When he's dropping these nukes. Because this is after the fact, all right? This is gonna be after the fact, you know. So they're gonna look narrowly down upon Esau in the kingdom of heaven. All these other heathens are gonna narrowly look upon him, you know. As they're working in the fields, building up our kingdom, they're gonna be enslaved together, looking narrowly down upon Esau. All right, and open not the house of the prisoners. What's the house of the prisoners? Talk about America. Who are the prisoners? The Israelites. The scripture says, it referred to the Israelites as the prisoners of hope. All right, turn you to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. The prisoners of hope are talking about the elect. The hope is the promise. The promise was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. Last but not least, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. So the question is, if not, where and who is he? If these scriptures is not talking about Esau, the so-called white man, all right, then where and who is he? So I'm going to end it there. This was a quick lesson on my coffee break. You know what I'm saying? So till next time, I want to say shalom. All praises, honor, and glory be unto the Most High and His Son, YAHAWAH'S, and shalom to the elect.